Hi, I'm Amber, and this is Eat the World. Today, we're eating Austria. For Austria, we're gonna make a Wiener Schnitzel and an Apfelstrudel. So I've started making the dough for my strudel. I've got water, vinegar, oil, salt, and I'm slowly stirring in the flour. You don't want to put all the flour in at once or it'll just be clumpy. So I'm stirring in a little bit at a time. We want the texture to be moist but not too sticky. Alright, here's my dough. So it's pretty moist but it's not too sticky. My hands can pass it back and forth. I'm going to slam it on the work surface a few times to get the glutens activated. Yeah. Now I've got another bowl here. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil. I'm going to put my dough in it, and I'm going to brush my dough around so that it is also covered in oil. I'm going to cover this and let it sit for about an hour. Now we're working on our filling for our Apfelstrudel. I've melted some butter here. I'm going to put in some breadcrumbs and toast them in the butter until they are golden and crumbly. To my breadcrumbs, I'm adding some sugar and some cinnamon and stirring that up. I've taken my dough out and I've been rolling it out. Now I'm going to pick it up and just continue stretching it so that it's really, really paper thin. We want it to be super thin as possible. Our dough is super, super thin. You can even kind of see through it, and that's what we want. So I'm just gonna brush half of it with some melted butter. On the other half, I'm gonna put the breadcrumb filling with the sugar and the cinnamon. On top of that, I put my apples and my raisins. And now we start to wrap. So we take one side, we fold it over, the other side, you fold it over.
You should work at Chipotle. Look at that.
Big old burrito.
Just need some foil around it.
Brush it with the rest of my butter. It goes in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. Now we're going to start on our Wiener Schnitzel. I have 2 pieces of pork loin. I had one and I sliced it in half, but I still need to get it flatter. So usually use a meat tenderizer, but I don't have that. So I'm going to use a cast iron skillet. Now we fry it. I first put it in the flour and then in an egg mixture. It's got a beaten egg, a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, and then breadcrumbs. We put it in the pan. It's got some oil. We fry it up.
Dang, look at that strudel. Hey, here we have our pork Wiener Schnitzel, and I have a potato as well. I'm really looking forward to this. Das ist gut. Das ist very good. So, here we are with our apple strudel. It's like the Austrian version of an apple pie, and I love it. I'm so excited. Yep, tastes like an apple pie.
Thank you for joining us on Eat the World. Join us next time when we eat our last A country, Azerbaijan. Guten Appetit.